Return on investment, or ROI. Assume you bought 1,000 shares in company Theta for $12.50 per share. 1 year later, you sold your shares for $15 per share. What is your return on investment? The formula for the ROI is the final minus the cost of the investment plus any dividends and then minus any costs associated with the investment divided by the original cost of the investment times 100. This is similar to the percent of increase or decrease formula. First, we want to find the final value of the investment. So our problem tells us that we sold our shares for $15 a share and that we had 1,000 shares. So our final value was $15 times 1,000, which is equal to $15,000. Now the cost of the investment, or what the original investment was worth, is found by multiplying 1,000 shares times $12.50 a share. So $12.50 times 1,000 equals $12,500. Now our problem doesn't tell us that we made any dividends and doesn't tell us about any costs associated with the investment, so we won't include those in our calculation. Now we'll take the value of the final investment and the original value of the investment and plug it into our formula to find our ROI. So we have 15,000 minus 12,500 divided by 12,500 times 100. First, we'll do the operation in the numerator position. So 15,000 minus 12,500 gives me a value of 2,500. Next, we'll divide 2,500 by 12,500. And we get 0.2. Lastly, we'll multiply the decimal by 100 to get a value of 20%. So the rate on investment is 20%. You bought a stock for $5,275 and it is now worth $7,345. You also received dividends during this time of $420. What is your return on investment? We'll use the formula for computing the return on investment. First, we need to identify the cost of the investment, or in other words, what we bought the stock for, and then we need to identify how much the stock is worth now, or the final worth of the investment. So the cost of the investment is $5,275. That's what we bought the stock for. The final worth of the investment is $7,345. Now we need to determine if we received any dividends or if we had to pay any costs associated with the investment. So the problem doesn't tell us that we have any costs associated with it, so we can ignore that value since it's 0. But our problem did tell us that we received dividends of $420. So we need to put that into our formula. So we'll take these values and substitute them into the formula above to find the return on investment. First, we need to subtract the values within the parentheses in our numerator position. So 7,345 minus 5,275 gives me a value of 2,070. Next, I need to add the values in the numerator position. 2,070 plus 420 gives us 2,490. Next, we need to divide 2,490 by 5,275, and we get a decimal of 0.4720379,147. And we'll multiply that by 100 to give us a value of 47.20379,147%. And for the purposes of this problem, I'm going to round to 2 decimal places. So I'll look at the 0, and then the number to the right of the 0 is a 3. Since 3 is less than 5, I'll leave the 0 as is. So my final answer is 47.20% or just 47.2%. Those two things are the same.